we already have a quorum, but we'll wait a few minutes and then Jim will let us know when we're live. When I looked at other people, even this one or other people's Zoom, so you say you're going live, it actually gets live about 15, 20 seconds before.
Good evening, everyone. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, general law, section 30A, section 18, and the governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitation on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Northborough Community Affairs Committee will be conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance by members of the public will be permitted. And today is Wednesday, May 19th at 7 p.m. 2021. So I'm just going to call the meeting to order. We have some members missing tonight. One has to work and another is coaching baseball and another is on kid duty. I am also on kid duty, so I apologize if anybody enters from this door. So we have a special guest tonight on our agenda, Liz Tretiak, the Senior Center Director, and we've worked with her already on the Valentine's Day event, the drive-through event, and with the town cleanup, which we loved. We loved being there, so thank you for that. We went over the town cleanup press meeting, but I just have to tell you the feedback on the location, like people loved it. People didn't know where the senior center was before, so they loved seeing where it was and the location, and it was really beautiful. So thank you for that. And I'm gonna skip a little for us, just for something to let everybody know about the June small business event, and that I'm fully cognizant and aware that we're having a full open in our state next week. So when Liz is discussing some of her upcoming things, like keep it in mind that we might be shelving June event because things are going to be full open, a full 2 months earlier than we expected. So we can discuss that later in the meeting, but I just want you to listen to what the senior center has going on with an open mind. So Liz, I'll let you take over here.
Thank you so much. And it was so fun to have you all up at the senior center for the annual town cleanup. I love any chance we can get to expose people to the senior center who wouldn't otherwise be there. So anything in the future that you can think of that needs a location or needs a home, we are happy to host up there. I think sometimes people think they might not be able to come up there because they're not over 65 or they're not, they mentally don't categorize themselves as a senior, but we welcome everybody. Age is a self-defined thing in our minds. So everyone is welcome to come up, especially using our trails around the senior center. In terms of events, we're also, we're facing a little bit of the same dilemma that you might be with planning your events, where we had an 11-page document that planned out our reopening strategy, and then the governor's reopening order of May 29th kind of threw us into a little bit of a tailspin. So we're working to readjust things as we go, but try to also stick to the plan to be cognizant of people's concerns and worries, and want to be sensitive to their needs. So what we had in mind for June, coming up soon, well, our bistro is reopening as of Monday. So that is our huge news. So our bistro staff is back in action. The bistro is reopening to the public. We're kicking it off with a chicken barbecue on June 8th. So we're super excited about that. Then we're going to ease it into hopefully a Father's Day event that didn't actually make it into our newsletter. So if we did do something more than just a grill out, I would need some help on social media kind of posting that. For Mother's Day, we did a cupcake drive-through, and the Algonquin Community Action Program put together a spring flower pot gift bag for us. So they put terracotta pots and soil and flower seeds and bulbs in a cute little bag that we put into a gift bag to hand out with the cupcakes that were donated to us for Mother's Day. So we had the drive-through event and handed everyone one of those things. For the Father's Day event, I don't have something else planned. We have the food, we have a brand new grill that was just donated to us from the Friends of the Senior Center. So we're planning to do the traditional sausage, onions, peppers, kind of hamburgers, hot dogs, grill out. But I would love any additional feedback to some sort of Father's Day event or honoring the father figure in your life. So that's one thing. And I talk really fast, so raise your hand if you want me to slow down, or I'll just keep going. Later on in June, we are also having a Pride event. We have a speaker coming from Bay Path Elder Services. They have an LGBTQ plus coordinator. Her name is Julie Nowak, and she's going to come and just be there for a casual chat, just to let people know that we're open and welcoming and accepting of all folks. Our bistro is making some really cute dessert ideas of all rainbow colors and fruit sticks, and it's just going to be a casual thing. So I think I don't really need help with that. I don't think, unless you have a great idea. Maybe I was thinking something along the lines of some sort of positive affirmation letter card thing to go with it, but I haven't fully fleshed that idea out. And this kind of drives my staff crazy, where I have all these half ideas and kind of get stuck on going on to the next level. But I think the thing that would be really cool to have help with is in July, I think it's July 18th, is National Ice Cream Day. So I reached out to Wegmans to see if they would sponsor like a Sunday soiree, and they gave us a gift card to purchase ice cream. So could we make that a bigger event? Could we tie something else into it? Could we build upon a fun July Sunday soiree type thing? I'm stalled there too. So I welcome any feedback or thoughts.
Liz, I have a thought. It's sort of a thought we were all kind of texting about recently. Is it okay to chime in now?
Yeah.
Okay. We were talking about how that with COVID, so many of our schools weren't able to go sing at the senior center this year, something that so many of the children, and I know seniors, really look forward to. And so with the new, things changing and we can do more, is there any way to tie maybe like with the ice cream social somehow, like kids into it, like kids and seniors?
Yeah.
I also am in a position, a little bit of a unique position, where my mom does frequent the senior center. She's part of the singing group. She's part of different groups there. And I know what she keeps talking about, that her and her friends would love for the senior center to do some kind of dance.
That's
might be a little early for that, but
no, it's never too early.
But I don't know if there's, so I just wanted to bring those ideas to you, something with the kids, some kind of dancing. She's like, we all miss like dancing, like, like we can't, so she has a whole crew. They live at the village, the senior village behind the library. And so anyway, I said I would, see what I could do.
I love it. So so I know the Council on Aging Board and the Friends of the Senior Center Board want to do like a big welcome back party once it's safe. And in my mind, I'm thinking like August, September. But what if it were like a homecoming instead of just a welcome back party, and it was a dance or something along those lines? So that is in the back of my mind, how much of the planning, the COA board and the Friends board want to have control over. I don't know yet. I'm going to be meeting with them on Monday, so I will definitely reach out to you about a homecoming party.
So cute. I love that.
Because we were
Homecoming
also
dance.
talking about maybe adding another concert too with one of the local bands, or even having it like a couple of the local bands. Because there's one of my neighbors has her own band, and she's also very involved in the all-inclusive singing group through the high school too. And then there was somebody that Jess had said, if she's not here tonight, but she had somebody in mind too. So maybe if there was some way we could like maybe even join some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the idea of doing sort of an intergenerational thing for the ice cream social, though, soiree of sorts, whether it be the kids helping volunteer scoop stations or singing, or my kids aren't old enough to be in like real school yet, so I don't know the timeline for vacations, but this in my head is sometime towards the mid-July area, end of July, but I know that will run into vacations too.
We can start putting the word out too on anything. So anytime you ever need any social media publicizing anything, just shoot me an email,
Oh,
no matter what it is, and I'll just post it.
Okay.
We love to network for everybody in town. So that the Father's Day event, were you thinking of maybe doing like a drive-through even, or like a pickup, or having a pickup at the barbecue, or?
Originally I had planned it as a drive-through, but with the reopening plans changing, I think I'll be doing tables indoors, tables outdoors, and to go. So that makes it a little more complex for the gifting portion of it, but it could easily be worked out.
Anybody have any ideas? I first thought of like coffee, like some sort of like coffee mug, or like your traditional like Father's Day stuff. Where's my creativity?
I know, something like
And I had
but not,
huh?
like frisbees or like something easy. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like something maybe like summery, active golf. Yeah, like golf. Yeah, pickleball. I mean, I guess we're gonna tie into the new pickleball courts.
What's actually been pretty popular is cornhole. We have a group of pretty active players, and the Friends of the Northborough Senior Center were thinking of doing some sort of cornhole fundraiser tournament over the summer. That would be probably great to have your help with, since you have such a great reach with your community, your social marketing, social media.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I know of an in-house member in my household that would sign up to be. Got one team formed for you already.
I don't know. They're pretty competitive. I don't
know. Or like, what about like a baseball cap or something for the Father's Day? I don't know. Just trying to think.
Father's Day is always so hard.
I know.
I always struggle with my own dad too, and it's like, no, your Mother's Day.
Yeah,
socks.
I wonder if with like the Woo Sox just coming to Worcester, if like they would do something to kind of, because we're part of that around community, if they would do something cool, like I don't know if they donate, or I don't know. I can call them and just see if they're like doing anything with the local community, and just.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be great.
Like a player could come out to the senior center or something like that. That's like from the Woo Sox. That would drive people there to kind of,
The don't they have a mascot? If the mascot would come.
Maybe we could get the mascot to come and kind of.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I always think sports with dads. I don't know. So
I think you're spot on.
If they could donate a pair of tickets or something, we could do a, like, if you come to the event, you can enter to win the like raffle or something.
That's a good idea.
maybe.
Mhm.
That's a great idea. Could I ask a question about your structure as a community municipal committee? Do you have a budget? Can you remind me how that works?
We do, we get $500 from the town yearly through their budget, but we pretty much go to sponsors and kind of self-fund all of our events through the sponsorships. And we do have some money in the bank, so if we need a banner, if we need money for a giveaway, then we do have some in there. But we've had really excellent sponsorships in the past. So like the concert series, we pretty much, you know, we can get it so it pays for itself, which is great now. And then like the annual town cleanup, Wegmans donated, Duncan of Shrewsbury Street donated, Chick-fil-A donated, the Juniors Women's Club donated the gloves. The DPW gave us the bags. Am I missing something or someone? I think we purchased the stamp for our sunflower seeds, which we'll use now forever in sunflower seeds. Oh yeah, I love that stamp. I'm glad it's not here. I'd be stamping everything. So that's pretty much how we go. Even like the light up the town, small businesses donated stuff for our baskets. So small items. So we were able to put together 3 huge baskets. So works out well.
So cool. That's great.
So we
I love the
do
idea of the
have a lot
raffle.
of, yeah, we do have a lot of ideas on sponsorships. We're creative about searching those out and different ideas like that.
That's great.
I also had an idea even for the Pride event, when you were saying some sort of letter, like if you were handing something out with the desserts, like maybe it could be like what the kids did for the Valentine's Day, where we asked kids in the community to pick up something, decorate it, and then you have it, you know, make it as colorful as possible.
Yeah.
That was just something I thought, because my kids love like direction and color.
Yeah, just some sort of positive, welcoming, affirmative message would be, even if, I could even,
You could do it like
Maybe-
you could put it on the back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even like on the picture or something, print it out
Yeah.
and just put it on.
Or even like if kids love painting the rocks, and they could maybe put like a kind word or something like that, and then you could hand out like the rocks that the kids painted. I don't know, because I know Emma still loves doing that and like dropping them off and putting them around.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, we can't hear you. Liz, we couldn't hear you.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry. Love that idea. I think we have a good group. I don't know if you can hear me. My computer says I'm unstable.
We just heard you.
Okay. I'll just say I love that idea with the rocks.
Well, I think we have some good starts. If you have your meeting on Monday and you want to circle back, and then I can send it out to the group.
That works for me.
And then
Sorry.
oh, go ahead.
I just have a question. Would the Father's Day event be on actual Father's Day?
I believe it's the Monday following Father's Day.
Oh, okay. And then the Pride event, when was that?
I believe that is, pull that up. June 16th, 12 to 2 on our patio.
Okay. Oh, so the Father's Day event is the day after, I mean, kids will be out of school then, right? That's June 21st. Right?
Oh.
Am I wrong?
So that one's gonna be before after the
Wait, I have Father's Day wrong. No.
No, it's the 20th. So
It's
yeah, the
always the
21st.
third.
All right, so it's June 21st is the barbecue. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last day of school is that Friday, the 18th, right?
Okay. All right, great.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. All right. Me with dates. I'm like, I don't know when school's out. I don't know.
I gotta write it all down.
4.5 more weeks.
Counting down.
Does anybody have the chain? You know, the paper chain? I think we bought some more.
I've had it since last April.
I was gonna say for the start of school, I need to make a chain for when school starts back up in the fall and they go back.
Yeah. Right. I know. What a year. All right. So yeah, just let us know what they say on Monday. And I did have one quick question. So the bistro is like a restaurant inside the senior center.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yep.
And then they
So-
have their,
Go
oh,
ahead.
just go on. Cause I've never heard, I've seen it advertised and everything, but you said it like it reopened and I've never visited or anything.
Oh, you definitely should. So the Bistro at 119 is what it's called. It's its own self-sustaining restaurant where we actually have to do all the permitting that a regular restaurant has to do. We serve lunch Monday through Thursday. Pre-pandemic, we also did Tuesday night dinners with entertainment, but that's not going to start back up for a while. The public is welcome to come to the Bistro at 119. You can be any age to come eat. I just uploaded the menu online yesterday on the town website. We have weekly specials, weekly dessert specials. And the only difference is if you are under, I believe, under 55 or 60, you pay tax. And if you're over 60, you do not pay tax of a certain percentage on the meals. But everyone is welcome, public is welcome.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Well, I'm sure you don't want to stick around for the rest of our meeting, but thank you for coming.
Thanks
and
for having
yeah,
me.
just circle back on Monday and then I'll let everyone know.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Liz. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.
And so I figure everyone think about what she was saying, and when we get down to June, we'll talk a little bit more about it. But Becca Meekins was going to be here to discuss she was going to be another early guest to get it over with for her so we could discuss the concerts and what the one in July was going to look like. But we don't need her anymore because we're all open. I almost wore like a party hat. Yeah. So she is actually working at the clinic tonight too, but she's been working on some different things to meet with me that I'll discuss when we get to them in the rest of the agenda. And now the approval of the minutes. Did everyone get a chance to review? They looked great. Motion? We have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Jen, Kenny,
Yes, is that what I say? Approve? Approve.
Pam,
Approve.
approve. Lisa,
Proof.
and I approve. Okay, and then just sent out the financial report. Did everyone get a chance to look at that? Okay. Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
Motion. Motion
Okay.
to approve.
Lisa, second.
Second.
Okay, Beth,
Approve.
Jen,
Approve.
Beck.
Approve.
Okay, and I approve. Okay, so that's done. We don't need any members. Our committee is full. I just want to let you guys know that people, two people now have
can't hear you,
approached me
Susie.
that
Can you guys hear
they
her?
love. Huh? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, I missed that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I just want to let you
Goodbye,
guys know that I've had two different people approach me and tell me that they loved the drive-through at the senior center and our energy. and that if we need any help, like they're not needing attending people, but if we ever need extra hands on deck, like they would love to help at the concerts or whatever, or so that I just wanted to pass that along, that we do, if we ever need extra hands, people, you know, would love to help. So we will cross that off. So now June, the small business event. As I was saying, it would be like, it's a lot of work to put something together, and we were doing it to benefit small businesses because we weren't open fully and to drive business into them, but we're opening fully next week. So I didn't know what your guys' thoughts were about still having the event, or if we should do something smaller, or I was even thinking like if people wanted to tag us in a photo of their small business, like we let it be on our page as advertising, I don't know, and not do a contest. Like I didn't know what your guys' thoughts were.
Why don't we just, maybe we could just encourage people to shop, like now, like a grand reopening type of a thing, encourage people to shop locally, and like you said, tag. I don't know.
Yeah, tag us.
Yeah, if they want to.
Yeah, I like that. Like tie it to the new rules or the less rules.
To the opening next
Yes,
week.
opening.
Like they're open if you know.
Yeah.
Should we do a contest or no contest with it? No contest. Just
I'd
let's
say
support.
no. Yeah.
Let's just support small business and do it and put it out there.
Yeah. Keep it simple. You know. I say.
And then
keep
if it gets that we need to do something later, or God forbid, we have another shutdown or something like that, we already have this on the table and we can do this one first before like the restaurants, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, oh, and
Sorry.
I was just going to say, and with the restaurants, before I forget, I did email with 2 of the winners and the 3rd winner last week. And when they get their meal, I just encourage them to tag us or, you know, themselves at the location. And then we can remind people with our hashtags, like keep supporting our local restaurants, you know. You know what else I could do for next week with this grand reopening? The businesses that donated stuff to us for the Light Up the Town, I could thank them for their support in December and also highlight them again.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
nice idea.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
and then
I
if
love
you
that.
buy something anywhere, share it. Like let's advertise and
Yeah.
support these businesses.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remembering the businesses that supported us. Yeah.
During a full pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the things I was thinking about too, because I'm just so excited that things are open, is like, I don't know if we can even do anything because we're going to be doing the concerts, so people will be getting outside, but maybe, I don't know, something silly where the community can just celebrate that we can like do things. And it could be simple as like posting something that, you know, I finally went out for my first dinner, like in a restaurant, and I don't know, just something along the lines of just like getting everybody kind of pumped that we're kind of like through the worst of it. I don't know. It's just an idea. I have no idea like how we could do it or what we could do. If you have any ideas, or if you think just promoting the small businesses is good for now.
We could tag it in kind of like Northborough first, like NOBO firsts, and then like your first restaurant, or you know, like I took Penelope to a store today for the first time in a year and a half. This particular store in Northborough, she was like skipping, like there was no reason to skip, and she was so happy to be in there. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy." So like I would have posted a video like, look, it's her and Nobo first.
I don't know, just
know?
like bring the community together, like something. I like that. I like if you could have posted, you know what I mean, as like the first, it would have been
Yeah.
so cute. I just think people are excited to be able to do things, and then it would be also promoting things in town.
I agree.
It's nice.
We can tie that in.
Cool.
Perfect. All right. So I'll do some posts about remember these businesses, and we can do like, and then we can tie in Father's Day and graduation and teacher appreciation with the different posts for remembering and why. Okay, and now to summer concerts. So all of this stress about moving one band from July 8 days into August is over because we will be fully open. So I talked to Becca Meekins, and she is going to be speaking with Kristen Black and finding out like if we're going to need signage. Somebody's still going to have the signs, like perhaps even from the clinic, about being masked and 6 feet apart, if that's still necessary at the time. The hand washing station, she does not think should be necessary because of the cost and everything. And if we just still have sanitizing stations, and again, she said the food trucks that's probably something that they're going to still have, or we can ask them to have then anyways. So she was gonna talk to Kristen for me and just kind of feel it out from that side. They didn't want to do the fencing along the fence anyways, but we don't even have to worry about that. So it's just a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm so happy. Like so happy.
So we are still, sorry, we are
What?
still going to put the signs up for mass, or you said that was not determined yet?
We don't know yet. We don't
Okay.
know what it's going to look like then, or 6 feet apart. You know what I mean? Like we'll cross that bridge after she talks. And I'm sure as the months go by, we'll know more too,
Okay.
Now, sponsors, I had been kind of waiting to recraft our letter because I wanted to be able to have as much information as possible when I approached the sponsors for the concerts. 2 of our sponsors from the past have approached and are very interested, and that's Judy Boyle and Flaherty Physical Therapy. So I'm just gonna redo the letter, and Pam agreed to look it over since she's been my sounding board through all of the band stress, just to make sure like I cover everything that's been in my head. Food trucks, we had the list. We can start talking to them about everything. Who is going to do the list? Did someone volunteer? I don't even remember.
Volunteer for what?
For contacting some of the food trucks.
I don't think we
No.
covered that.
Is this
Yeah.
all in my head? It might all be in my head.
No, we didn't get there.
All in my head. We did have the list though, right? We were going to do Traveling Bones, Archie's,
Yep, say cheese.
Say Cheese, Northborough House, and Say Cheese.
Yeoman's?
Yummy Mummy.
Yeah. Yeoman and Yummy Mummy.
There's one more though, right? Probably
The new one.
We could try the new one, Yogi.
Barbecue.
Oh, Yogi.
Oh yeah,
Hoagie,
yes.
Yogi
Yeah.
Hoagie.
I think we were gonna try that one.
Yes. Oh, and Main Street Pastries. They might be having a truck by then.
Oh,
They don't really need a truck though. Like Yummy Mummy always just did like the tent, right? Like Northborough House and Yummy Mummy. just
Yeah,
table.
that was their whole thing, was that before they would go to events and anything that they wanted to have a truck from when I had talked, but I think they were going to be buying it early from something I had seen or talked to them. I can't remember. So I can put a call in to Diane, our food agent, about just the process and what we have to do for permitting. I think they just will be contacting the Board of Health and her, but just so we know when we call, like if there's anything extra that they have to do right now.
I'm happy to reach out to some of these once you've done that, Susie, if you need someone
Yeah.
to start reaching out.
Okay. I'll call her tomorrow because I know she's probably swamped with the reopening stuff, just to get the call in, and then we'll go from there. I'll delegate spreading it out to you.
Okay.
And you delegate.
Sounds good.
So we're only gonna have like 3, right? Are we still gonna do 3 food trucks for each concert? Is that how we're gonna do it? No? Or all of them? We're not having all of them.
No, because we can't have like Main
Yeah.
Street pastry
Yeah,
and
maybe
Yummy
we
Yummy
should
the
figure
same
that
day.
Right.
out, like
Yeah.
what's. how
Or
we
like
wanna pair
hoagies
them
and
up.
say cheese. You can't have
Right.
it together.
Yeah.
One
Or
thing
it's,
with
they
Yogi
wouldn't
Hoagie-
like it. Hmm?
Oh, sorry. I don't know if I think they're only at that one location. Do they travel? Does anyone, I mean, I can find out.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
from
do?
Valid question, because
So-
it seems like they connect, like they
It seems like they're
link up
making
somehow.
things
Wow.
in.
Yeah,
right
Right.
now they're making things in the building. That's what their food license is for, but I think that they had a date where they wanted to be on the road.
Okay,
So we'll just have to see when that date is.
okay.
Northborough House will probably, they're the most flexible, I'm pretty sure. They usually are.
Didn't we
Um,
always have them? Weren't they at every
They were at everyone.
concert?
I thought
Were
there was
they?
like 1 or 2 they weren't, but. 'cause
Yeah,
they-
I
Last-
did, I think.
I think
Yeah.
the last time we did concerts, we had them at every one, but in the past, they had not, they had been to like, we used to have 5, right? Or 4, 5
Yeah,
concerts?
5, I think.
We
yeah.
had 4 and then 5, yeah.
So I think
then
the
0.
last year we invited them to everyone, but in the past it was like 2.
Okay.
But do we want to decide how we want to, just since our next meeting is until June, do you want to just decide how we want to like break these up? So we can,
I
what
would
mean?
say-
Like Playing Dead, July 18th. Like,
They love their barbecue. I think they're friends because one of them's from Northborough and Traveling Bones is also, he raised his kids in Northborough.
okay. So in that one, we're gonna need,
I'd say,
oh,
say
will we be able to have more people at that one now that things are changed?
yeah,
Like,
all restrictions are
There's
gone.
no,
Yep.
there's no man.
Fenway is open at full capacity
okay.
on
so-
the day that it's open. Like,
So that concert's gonna be crazy.
it's gonna be crazy.
It's going to be so packed. I would say we should have.
So
3
we can
food
still
trucks and
do
Northborough.
the, like an event, right? Because I don't know how, if we can't do even the temporary fencing along the fence, how to check tickets or anything.
We might not have to though, right?
No, we don't have to.
Right.
We
We
never
don't have
do,
to.
right? It's just back to like how it was before.
Yeah. So they can just come. But yeah, I think we should have at least 3 food trucks for that event just because
Yeah.
it's
Right.
nuts and everyone's gonna be so excited to be out.
So what about like Traveling Bones, Yeoman's, and Say Cheese? Because I think of grilled cheese when I think of,
And Northborough.
Blinded.
Okay, so
Northborough
Say
House.
Cheese, Northborough House.
Yeah.
Because remember, Yeoman's is like,
Yeoman-
can come to everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then, Juniper Farms will pop up
They'll come to everyone.
playing.
They will be there.
So Traveling Bones, Say Cheese, Northborough House, Yeoman's. Should we also have Yummy Mummy or Main Street at that one? Because it's a different type of dessert.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they care or not. I can't remember what we've done in the past. I don't know if they care if they're the only like dessert provider or not. Like
I
sometimes
don't think
people care.
Yeoman's cares.
No, I don't think Yeoman's does. I'm thinking more if Yummy Mummy or
Yeah.
if Main Street Pastries would care.
We probably
Yeah,
should do
we
one
can
or
ask
the
them
other
and
and
just say,
rotate.
Do one or the other. Yeah.
Sort of think
Yeah.
we should kick it off with Yummy Mummy just because we've invited them in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll be used to the busyness.
Yeah.
They'll know.
What's
She'll
the
be
date of the
prepared.
traveling? What's the date of that concert? Is it the 18th or the 25th?
25th.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Or playing dead.
Yes.
Traveling
Okay.
bones and eating bones. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And the next one, date is
August 8th.
August.
Okay. August 8th.
And who's that?
Way up south.
Okay.
Okay, so Archie's, because he wasn't at the other one. I mean, this
Yeah.
is, of course, in an ideal world that they're all free.
Right, we should check availability.
Right.
Yeah.
Northborough House, because we're gonna have them at every one.
Oh,
So
man.
2 locals. Um,
Maybe try Main Street for that one instead of Yummy Mummy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Main Street.
Yeoman's, right?
and then Yeoman's, yep. And then Juniper in parentheses.
Always there.
Juniper.
Invited or official or unofficial?
Do we need
I
one
should
more
say.
food truck for that?
Yes.
We could try the new Hoagie one if they're up and running, like we can get that info from them.
Do you think
Um,
Archie's is gonna care? Like, what is Archie's is all just like grilled stuff? Like,
It's hot dogs.
Yeah.
They're hot
Okay.
dogs.
All right. It's the roll throws me off always.
It was always Archie's and then we would do Archie's or the other one. That
Oh, Jolly
always
Dogs.
kind of, yeah, it's always kind of late and
The slush, people like it though, because of
Yeah.
the slush side thing, sidecar.
huge.
Okay, so that was way up south.
Yeah.
Okay. August 8th, and then
The 15th, right?
August 15th.
No, August 22nd.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry.
Is Cold Harbor,
Hold, yeah.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Cold Spring Harbor. Yep.
Cold Spring Harbor.
Should we do Travelin' Bones? Say cheese in North, oh. You know what I'm looking at? Okay, I'll say it at the end. I feel like we may need one more at Playing Dead. Because it's 2 like food trucks, Northborough House, and then the 2 desserts. It's the same as way up
I
south,
have-
like it's not an extra.
Yeah.
So I
Wait,
feel
we
like we may need Archie's on a roll on July 25th too. I feel like hot dogs really go with the dead. I don't know. But I don't know. if
Keep
you guys
talking,
think
keep
that's too
talking.
much.
I'm looking for it. I had a note that I thought.
I just think you can't have too little because it's going to be bigger than
Yep.
like the past, I
Mhm.
think. It's like the first time people are going to concerts. But I
Will
could be
they
wrong.
be, didn't we run into this before where it's like, will they be upset because there's so many? Is it worth it for them?
Yeah. Do they get, as long
Right.
as I think they know how many other trucks are going to be there. And
Yeah.
it's clear that we're expecting a big crowd for
I
that
know.
one.
I know
But
Say Cheese has gotten upset, has complained.
Okay.
Well, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. All right, maybe we keep it then.
Well, let's just see if they're available, right?
All
Right.
of these,
Yeah.
let's see if, okay,
And then
All right, let's keep
revisit
it.
it.
okay, revisit if needed, okay?
Yeah.
Wasn't last year when wasn't like Rancho Corona gonna come out with a food truck? Did they ever do that? Or are they going to do that still?
I think we just like, it was an idea,
Okay.
but we never actually were able to follow through with it. I think we were planning on doing it for last summer.
Right.
And I think they said that they would be
Right.
happy to contribute.
Right, we were very excited, yes.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they ever
Didn't have-
Let's
actually,
see.
yeah.
Worcester.
Well, we could try for them for the August 22nd. Let's see.
or maybe that would be an option for, because that's totally different
Oh, yeah,
for Playing Dead.
right.
If we want to add something.
Right,
Um,
it's not like another sandwich.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Okay,
Maybe
yeah, let's put that one in parentheses.
side note.
Okay. And so for the 22nd, do we want to do like,
Go back to Yummy Mummy.
Yummy Mummy, Yeoman's, Northborough House, and
Mhm.
which one do we want to ask again from the first concert? Travelin' Bones or Say Cheese?
Hmm.
You can also just ask what everybody's availability is for those
Yeah.
3 dates first, and it might
Right.
Right.
out immediately.
Okay.
Be like, are you available these 3 dates? Great. Will you do this one and this one? Okay, great.
We probably should call sooner than later though, because I feel like people are gonna start
Especially now. Yeah.
up now that everything's gonna
Yes,
be
yes, yes.
Yeah. I'm happy to make calls
Oh,
too, Rebecca, when you're.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you, Beth. I'll
Delegate away.
be in touch offline then. Great.
I did find some other ones.
Was that that link you sent?
Yeah. And then I'm looking on a place that has food trucks a lot. And one's like Italian street food, Bird's Nest, one's Bali Marley. Oh, and my friend is just opening a food truck too that I can check with.
What about
That
like
was gonna come.
lobster rolls?
The Volturno slash Dead Horse Hill. I think we were gonna have them come one time too before everything was canceled.
Mhm.
That's Greg.
Is he still doing that? Well, we can talk off. Yeah. I didn't know it was still
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I asked him.
He'll probably want to come to the first one.
Or enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
We're still waiting on the contracts too. I mean, the bands have obviously all confirmed these dates, but waiting on 2 contracts.
I'm trying to remember. Someone was really late with the contract last year, weren't they? I feel like we were talking about contracts a lot for somebody. I just can't
Yeah,
remember. It's not. Yeah, that's no surprise.
they're still late, I think.
Yeah. So. Okay.
All right. I think this is a good start on everything.
Yes, very
So
good.
we had talked about this, and I don't know if there's going to be any sort of restrictions or whatnot. But when, in the past, I think the kids like run around and they play soccer, and we were talking about maybe trying to get some like yard games and see if we could either like the rec center, or we could try to figure out a place that we could rent them. I just don't know if people will be up for doing that kind of stuff and if it would be worth it, or if it's even allowed, especially if like with the 6 feet. But like cornhole, I mean, you could just do, I mean, that could work. I don't know. I was just thinking something fun,
Yeah.
an activity besides just listening to the music, because I think the kids like some other fun.
Right.
Now, can we go
That
back
was one thing I
maybe
was-
to doing- Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's one of the things that I was going to talk to with Main Street Bank was, about their giveaways, because like right there, that's like an instant
Yeah.
thing for the kids to be, playing with.
Yeah.
If Best Soccer is a sponsor again, they really have a lot of the kids
Yeah.
interested, because I mean, Paul was like right with the kid playing, it just was like a little built-in activity with the sponsor.
And I mean, in our kids in soccer, for town soccer and club soccer, like we got the notification, they don't even need to wear the mask anymore. So, that's also something. Okay, so let's go, I'm gonna get my list of who our sponsors were, if you guys can remember. I meant to look this up and I didn't remember until right now. Main Street Bank, Best Soccer, Flaherty, Judy Boyle,
Roth, Carvalho and Roth, were they a sponsor?
Yes.
Carvello, and Roth.
I mean, there were all the
That-
different like tiers though.
Yeah,
So
I need to
there
look
were-
in the drive for that.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, we had a handful of just like small, I don't want to say small, all the donations are great,
Yeah,
but you know what I mean?
Goswick, didn't Goswick do it
Goswick,
last
uh,
year?
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes, I think.
I know Anthony Joseph Real Estate did. He would be happy to again.
And I
But-
think Mercedes was a couple years ago,
Yeah.
but we might be able to bring them back. Especially if we were gonna do the long stuff. We had a company for that too. I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of stuff on it. We just never got to the point of doing it because everything closed down.
Remember how Main Street did that like whole giveaway with the, I'm just remembering this now.
Yeah, like,
They did the giveaway with the food vouchers? That was
Yes.
Oh,
That was
we were
awesome.
on TV. We were on their commercial.
right, yes.
For the first
I was a
concert, right?
star.
Yeah, the first concert.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. So they
Oh,
have a new
100 or
person
something.
now. So I'm gonna just be
Oh,
calling or
I just found all of the past sponsors
in.
from on our website.
Oh, good.
So
Carol
To
Crowley.
update that.
the biggest sponsor was Main Street, then that was Platinum, then their
Platinum.
gold sponsor was Flaherty, Remax. Is that Judy Boyle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then Best, Carvalho and Roth, Edward Jones. Those
Oh,
were
Carol
sorry,
Crowley.
Carol Crowley, yeah.
the 3 silvers. And then the bronze sponsor, oh, shoot, I just went to. And then the bronze were Goswick, oh, Mass Cultural Council, because we,
We didn't apply this year
oh, okay.
because we
okay,
weren't
that-
sure about the concerts.
Okay, so that's all. Those were our sponsors.
And then Goswick, you said,
Yeah,
was bronze. Were
Yeah.
they our only bronze?
with Mass Cultural Council, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I guess Mercedes was the year before, but yeah, I agree, we should approach them again.
Honestly, I think it might have been 2 years because I don't remember
Oh.
Mercedes at all. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But I'm not saying not to approach them.
Yeah, got it.
And I think Lexus is in Northborough too. Or are they right or no? I'm trying to think of the line.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the- yeah. Good idea.
So I'll approach our old sponsors first and then see where we're at to give them a chance to be a part. And then if we need more, and we can discuss like at our next meeting about a bonus concert like we were thinking. One suggestion through the Proctor principal was Crocodile River. They're an African drumming group that the kids love. They did a Zoom and all the kids, like all of us parents were texting because the kids were up and dancing through a Zoom. They were incredible and they have an amazing story. So we were thinking maybe we'll, book them and we could do, a concert just for the kids. Like we could call it the children's concert or something and maybe have the high school chorus come and, anybody else. I also met, which is strange to say in like still being in the shutdown time, but I met a member of the Northborough Community Chorus and she was telling me that they just need a venue. So that might be somebody we could do like 2 openings and then Crocodile River or something. But she said, yeah, we would love to sing. We just don't have a venue right now. So I made a date to speak with them. And I was approached by a member of the Junior Women's Club. I know I had tossed out the idea of doing like a fall cleanup. And how can we inspire the community since everybody's been out walking in our community and really enjoys it now. I think a lot more people have adopting a street and they just want our help. It's their idea. They were thinking about having families or companies adopt a street to be responsible for all year long for cleaning up. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea. And if we're invited to an official meeting of theirs, I'll just let you guys know. And then if anybody wants to come, it might just be something where like we're advertising for them basically. And
What committee was that?
Junior women's.
The
Oh,
Junior
junior.
Women's Club.
Okay.
I have an idea
Nah.
too, but I don't want to
Yep.
break the train of thought. Did we
Oh,
use,
go.
is there like a townwide like yard sale? And then, like a yard sale, like townwide yard sale day? Because my friend has it in Westford, and he loves it. And literally I think it would be the same idea as like light up the town. You just pick a date and we facilitate like getting a list of addresses. Have we ever done anything like that way back in the day?
I know when I
No.
first moved to Northborough, there was a townwide yard sale day. It
Yeah.
was, what, 7 years ago, 6 years ago? But not a lot of people did it.
No, I feel like
No,
if
but
we
I
still do,
mean,
we just put
You
stuff
know,
out.
I don't think it was, I don't know who, like, if it was,
My basement is
coordination
small. If anyone
yeah.
wants to just come over and take stuff. that would-
Right? Well, I think it saves us all time from like posting on Northborough Moms. If you're like, this is the Saturday, even if you
Yeah.
don't sell it, if it's just
Yeah,
like
it's a cool
neighborhood
idea.
swap, right? Put
Yeah.
your stuff out.
And
Get
you're
it.
really good at maps, Lisa.
I
So
love
just
maps.
make a
I know.
map.
She's like, everybody knows where the concerts are. There's no map skills needed.
So yeah, I mean,
If I
it could
can
be
make a
very
map
simple,
of
right?
something.
Just advertise, sign up,
Yeah.
put you on the map.
Just pick a day. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, because and I'm thinking about like sporting equipment, like getting rid of skis for the next season. Like in Westford, they have it in the spring and the fall. So it's literally just like, then someone's going to drive by and like pick up the pile of stuff that's at the bottom of your driveway. And they're like, I will take this soccer ball. Thank you. But I don't know if we end up doing if we do like a fall cleanup, if we could like do something like that as well. I don't want to
Yeah,
take
like
away
a
from
fall-
the portion of it, but like
All
clean up your
clean
junk.
up, clean out. Clean
Yeah.
up and clean out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
And we could eventually do it right before take it or leave it day. And then if you don't get rid of stuff, then the next week you can take it or leave it day if they bring that back.
That's a great idea.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. So maybe we could do it like early September when everyone's like back in school. So
Mhm.
people aren't like at the Cape or, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even for our concerts, you know what I mean? Like we've never all made it to one concert because of vacations and different events. So like maybe that where it's still summer, but the kids are back in school. You know how they start on that Wednesday, whatever that next date is.
Or even Columbus
Dude.
Day weekend, I think is a good weekend too.
Oh yeah.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah. Columbus
I
Day would be
think,
good
like,
too.
I'm thinking like Wachusett does their ski swap. I think like the first, like late September, early October.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking about like ski stuff and like ski coats and stuff you'd want to get rid of for the winter that you don't need anymore.
Could we tie it into Apple Fest?
Ooh, that's awesome too. Instead of a
Yeah,
street
it could
film.
be our
Yeah.
event for a bit.
Yeah.
We don't have like.
I know we can't really collaborate with them. That door was kind of shut in my face.
Right.
So no interest in collaborating with the community affairs
Oh,
committee
right.
on anything. So
We'll do it a different weekend.
But I mean, okay.
we could still do it that weekend and just have it be
Just do
our
it,
event
yeah.
for it.
Well, that's what, I wasn't necessarily saying maybe just that same time frame.
Right.
People are already out
Just
and
something
about.
else to do.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah.
If you're driving around, shuffling your kids from one activity to another, go to a yard sale,
Mhm.
or you don't like anything from.
Or that I know. I'm just thinking that might be too busy though if we combine it with the cleanup.
But that's, and I don't want to
Too.
take away
Yeah.
from the cleanup. That was my more
Yeah.
main concern.
Yeah.
They were also talking about it, not even necessarily doing it at the bottom of your driveway, but like schools were offering their parking lots too, and people were setting up tables. So you only have to go to like the school.
Or
And
the
then you
right.
could go from table to table. So that's even easier than driving around the entire town if you don't want to. I can still
Right.
facilitate maps. It's okay, but
I think when I first
You
moved
can map the
to
parking lot.
Algonquin had something like that where
Yeah.
like people would bring their stuff to Algonquin. Do they still do that?
no, what specifically like
It was
sport-
like a yard sale, but like people brought their stuff to Algonquin.
see, like Algonquin's huge. Like, why couldn't
Yeah.
we? Well, school makes it tricky, but
For the senior center.
oh, the senior center. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, when
Take
the
over
new
their
neighbor
lawn.
moved in, when the new neighbor moved in, I made her a map of the neighborhood, just because that's what I like to do.
She did. It was great.
Our map number.
We just never knew. We never knew about this skill.
Right? I guess that was my favorite part of my real job before I left it. So
Have a real job.
I was the paying job that didn't pay in
The
kisses.
paying,
Yeah.
the paying job. Yes.
I have,
Um,
oh,
oh.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Beck.
Oh, it's an idea I wanted to bring up at the last meeting, but we kind of ran out of time, but I see that it's 8 o'clock now.
Nope. I'll stay and listen because I,
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
I'll
blurted it.
briefly, and then we can, because it's not, we don't have to do this for a little while, but I don't know if you guys all saw, Westboro does this kindness week every year. They did it this year. They did a different kind of like a virtual version, but I was just thinking that if Northborough, if there was a committee that would do some kind of kindness day or kindness weekend, I feel like it would be our committee. And I'm not thinking in the summer or early fall, thinking maybe November when we don't have a month where we don't have anything, or in conjunction with Valentine's Day, or, maybe there's another time, but I think a week is too much maybe, but maybe just like a kindness day, a day of the weekend that we pick, November 18th, I'm just pulling that out, or a weekend. And then we either collaborate with some other organizations or we do it on our own. And there's a series of either activities all around town, family activities, all based in kindness, being good to one another, making someone smile, like making the kindness rocks, chalking the walk. Maybe I was thinking like knitting with, I saw something, I remember in the Westboro a couple of years ago, they did like knitting neighbors, and it was like an intergenerational event where young kids and people of all ages like knit together. And there could be like a card making station, kids making cards to give to someone. Maybe the library would want to get involved. They would just like have all their, maybe some books outside that all based in this theme.
Rebecca, November 13th is World Kindness Day, and it's a
Oh
Saturday.
my God.
Perfect.
Really?
You got it.
I didn't even know that.
Great. And it's right before Thanksgiving. So it's like kindness and thankfulness. I think that's really
Thankful.
nice. Yeah.
Kindness. I mean, it could all be out, like when I was first thinking this, I mean, it probably could be inside, but I was thinking, outside.
Well, maybe the library could do like one of their book strolls along the library, and
like a book, like the
Mhm.
yes.
Could we start like Toys for Tots, like thinking towards the holiday season, like kindness that you could do for less fortunate people? Is that taking it too far? Like,
No, I love that. I had volunteer at like local
Yeah.
nonprofits, like maybe different like Helping Hands may want to. It's like, do we want to have one place for all these activities, or maybe we invite all like the different nonprofit organizations that do good in Northborough, Helping Hands, Food Pantry, Junior Women's Club,
the senior
Algonquin-
center, that knitting.
Right,
The senior center.
Yeah.
Every place
Yeah.
has an activity, or like it's an activity, or like a doing something,
An event.
In the
Yeah.
winter coat drive might be then too.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
You
idea.
know,
Like
Yeah.
a
could do
yeah,
like
like food pantry.
Friend
a
fridge
map
now
up.
too, so it's like there's more going on at the food pantry now with the friend fridge.
I love the idea of outreaching to like the nonprofits and the community. And maybe even if they have like information about what they do along with like the activities, so that people can learn about which one they might want
Right.
to participate in.
Right. So maybe it could all be in one place outside, like at our town common that we don't really use.
Ah,
Burbridge does, it's not World Kindness Day, but Sean, like, cause he has to be there for it, but they have like tents, and there's like always like those types of organizations that are there, and they talk about what they do in the community. And it's so nice.
Yeah, right. It's like spread the positivity, spread,
Mhm.
the cheer, make someone smile, but like teaching kids young how important this is.
So I just want to add to that too. I was talking to Scott Rogers the other day, and he was telling me about this app. I need to look into it a little bit more. It's called like Too Good to Go.
be
And it's
through?
about,
Too good to be through.
no, it's called Too Good to Go, about fighting food waste. And it's where like local like businesses, like restaurants or whatever, can sign up or something like that, and they can donate, like, like a bakery at the end of the day. And I guess Arrow was doing that with the food pantry. And so I reached out to them, to the food pantry again, and she said that they were doing it, but now, and then it kind of like fell off. So I was going to reach out to them again at Arrow just to say they would still like that. And because now with, like you said, Rebecca, the friend fridge, it makes it even easier to donate. So I don't know if there's any way that we can tie that into, or just help bring awareness to the local businesses that they can sign up on this app to help others in need, or the pantries in need, or just let them know about the friend fridge. Because I mean, even like Lala Java, if they have, I mean, I don't know, what do they get rid of, like day old pastries or something, or just, I don't know, anything they don't need, can they put it to better use somewhere else?
Yeah,
Right.
the Too Good to Be Through. It's like THREW. Because Tom Rocca next door was telling me about it, and Arrow did that one too. It's
Yeah,
basically
they were the only, Arrow's the only
Yeah.
one, like in our
It's
vicinity, that
very-
was signed up on this other one that Scott was telling me about too.
and it's like at 4 p.m. they'd be like, all right, it's Thursday and we have
Yeah.
these unsold pastries. You can buy a
Right.
whole mixed bag of pastries for $2. Come get
Yeah.
them. And then so it doesn't get wasted.
Right.
That's
Really
awesome.
cool. Yeah, it's a
So I don't know
really
if you
cool
wanted,
idea.
if you wanted to jot that down, we can follow up on that
Right.
too.
Yeah, that could be part of it. Yeah. Yes, awesome. And then I was
Awesome
also
ideas.
thinking, oh, sorry. Because I learned this year that you plant tulips in November, which I didn't know. before.
Daffodil, yeah. All
So
spring flowers.
daffodils and tulips and, so I thought, oh, that could kind of be maybe that could be part of it too. I don't know.
I
Just
love
like,
that.
I don't know, like.
Oh yeah, because you
Yeah.
could like volunteer to do it at your school.
Yeah, beautification, right? Or
Right.
even
I mean,
or
I'm not taking
common.
away from my Proctor tulip planters team that are on here, but
Just like, and then, how we talked about doing those bags around the common, but it didn't work out. Or we did the
Yeah.
pumpkins instead, but we had thought about the bags before we did the pumpkins, I think.
What like the
Mhm.
luminaire, like the luminera bag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like having people at the fair during the day, like there'd be like a bag station, right, with one of the organizations, maybe ours, and like decorating a bag with kind words and whatever. And then like at that night, because it'll get dark earlier, like everyone it'll just be beautiful. Like if all the bags are along the town common with all these beautiful, like kind words, and I don't know, just pie in
I
the
like
sky.
it.
Yeah,
Good ideas.
and happy.
Very good.
I think those are all really nice.
Yeah.
We do a lot with that. Yeah. And since November's kind of quiet anyways, I think that's nice. Yeah.
And if you think about it, for Light Up the Town, like that map is already, like we've already done these things first, like the first time. So now we're just like, it'll be easier this year, I think, for the pumpkins and the Light Up the Town,
See,
which
it's
are
our
both
first year with
extremely
that.
popular.
We'll see, because Lisa did a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, she
No,
did.
We'll do it. We'll do it. I have her on speed dial. I have her on speed dial. All right. I have one more thing to remind you guys. June 3rd at 7 p.m. Diversity and inclusion meeting, and I will send you guys the link. We'll be joining them. I've spoken or emailed with the chair, Tim Kalin, and with Becca Meekins, who sits on it. And then today with Lauren Bailey, who also sits on, she's on the, I believe, the Town Diversity Inclusion Committee, and then also the school one. I think the school has a version. Beck probably can verify it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
They
I
have
believe
two.
they have two.
So I think she's like the liaison to them both. So she actually asked me too about the events, like what are, the questions she asked me were, what are our events, and, what are we thinking about doing in the future and adding upon them and everything. So I did give her a brief history, kind of like where we were 5 years ago to where we were pre-pandemic, creativity during the pandemic, and then like, things that we've talked about in the past, like the menorah. Like we'd love to do it. It's not something that we can like, okay, that's more like the Board of Selectmen as we went through, but just some ideas that have come to us. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that meeting for attending.
What time is that meeting, Susie?
It's at 7 p.m.
Okay. I have a PTO meeting that night. Sorry.
It's okay. I know Jess is a maybe, Trisha is probably a no.
Okay.
And then I'll be on. Beth and Pam and
I can't make it,
Yeah.
unfortunately, that night.
I should be able to. I might be a few minutes late. Just Emma has softball practice.
okay.
So it'll be like I get home like right. It's just, you know how we get in the house. It's just
Yeah.
handing off. So I should be on, but it might be like a few minutes late.
Okay. Lisa?
I can probably make it. Louise is getting her tonsils out the next morning.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a big idea. We have to talk to the nurse that afternoon. So I'm going to say it should be fine. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be on for the whole time. I think it's going to be like how when we have guests on. So if we can pop on, talk, I think it should be fine. But I pretty much, I know what we're all doing. It's not like, but if someone wants to join me, that would be great.
Oh, no. I'm
an all new committee.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. It just, if something pops up or she freaks out for some reason, which I don't, she's like talking about it like she's super excited. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
I should be there, Susie.
Okay. Great, Pam. Thank you. All right. So that was pretty much it. And our next meeting is on June 16th, right?
Yes.
That was it. That's lots of work.
Okay.
Anything else? Or someone want to make a motion if not?
Good work, guys. I motion to end this meeting.
I'll
I will
second.
Okay, so Beth and Beck are both yeses. Pam,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes, yes.
and I'm a yes. So